So the live stream actually crashed because the phone I was live streaming on, it just freaking turned itself off. It just awfully heat. So I'm trying to get the press conference back on my TV. So that what I'm planning on doing if it actually freaking loads. Can I actually flip it? So whenever this thing freaking loads, I'll be back on. I'm gonna see if I could actually turn this phone back on. Freaking that's toasty as hell. Only was live stream. Oh, there it is. Let me cover that shit up because that gives me a horrendous. So am I really gonna be dealing with this bullshit?
Some of the people who make this all possible. So I did a meet and greet last minute. Me and my team. They worked as a security squad. We didn't need it because everybody showed up with so much love and appreciation. And it was great. About maybe 200-300 people showed up to the MGM lobby and got to get personalized stuff done. So I felt really good about it. It was really great.
Now, John, you as positive as you're being, you know that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, there are going to be people, probably the rest of your career, that say you're a cheater. How do you address those people? Nothing you can
You know, I am in an interesting spot in the UFC. You know, I feel like I'm polarized.
John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson. Excuse me. Amanda Nunes versus freaking Chris Cyborg. This could be a great card.
Waiting for USADA and now VADA to continue what's going on in my body, and I think through their study I'll be vindicated.
Hey, I think the quality is kind of slightly getting better.
On the right path, you know, trying to do the right things and just focus on the things I can control.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Alex, quick question for you. You had a chance to pull out of this fight. If you had concerns, you know, you had a chance to say, I'm out. What kept you in it? Did you consider it at all, and why did you ultimately decide to say, no, I'm going to fight?
I'm ready to fight. That's what I'm here for. To fight.
Hey! This phone's back up and running again.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm here to fight. That's it. I'm here to fight. Nothing else. Nothing less. Whatever this guy's saying, it's just bullshit. He's just terrible, man. This guy is terrible. I'm telling you. He's terrible. You know, I'm here to fight. It was nothing else. I was just here to fight. But the thing is, I'm just like, you know, I'm flexible. It's all good. But, you know, we have friends, family, fans coming into downtown having plans.
Like, I want Alexander to win this. I just don't really picture him winning.
Planning everything, whatever. I mean, whatever.
Like, for I don't picture him actually winning this
You
shit.
can't take it serious. You can't take it serious at all. He's just terrible. He's terrible. I mean, he will eat it. He will eat it on Saturday night. I'm telling you, he will eat everything on Saturday night.
Alex, when you did a media day last week in Las Vegas, you were asked point blank, do you believe John Jones is a cheater? And you were very kind of political about it and you know, said nice things basically. Now after the latest developments, I'll ask you again, do you believe John Jones is a cheater?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man, this guy is not confident. He's not. He has to put shit in his body to be confident. That's how he is.
What'd you say about confidence? What'd you say about confidence? I'm not confident. What are you saying?
You're not confident. You're not confident at all.
Why? You said a picture in my mind?
You're not confident.
Wait. You said a picture in my mind? What'd you say? What did you say before that? I'm not confident. There's a picture in my mind that's not confident or something?
No, I said you put shit in your body. That's what. You're not confident.
Put shit in my mind.
You put shit in your body.
What have I put in my mind? What have I said?
In your mind, in your body. You put shit in your body.
Oh, I put shit in my body.
Yes, you do.
That makes me confident.
You're not confident at all.
So I put a pictogram of a steroid in my body, and that makes me.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Okay. It's good. It's good that you believe. It's good that you actually believe.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter.
It's good that you actually.
John, it doesn't matter.
It's good that you actually. No, it does matter because you just said that. It's good that you actually believe that a microscopic pictogram somehow has allowed me to become more confident. glad that you believe that. I'm glad that you believe.
John. Legal stuff.
I'm glad that you
illegal
believe.
stuff you put in your
I'm
body.
glad
Doesn't
that
matter
you
what
believe.
it
I'm
is.
glad that you believe that I beat you and I've become everything that I've done because of microscopic pictogram. I'm glad that you believe that. You believe that.
That's
You
what you're getting
believe.
confident from.
You believe that.
Do you know why he looks hella annoyed right
You
now?
believe that I beat you because of a microscopic.
It won't help you this time.
You believe that I beat you
It won't
because
help
of a
you this time, John.
microscopic
It won't help
pictogram.
you this time.
You believe that, huh?
I believe
Huh.
it's
Wow.
illegal shit in your body.
Wow.
Illegal stuff in your body.
Oh, yeah.
Some
no,
protein or whatever.
what was found in my body is 100% on the ban list. 100%.
There you have it, guys. There you have it.
And you honestly
And it's
believe
still going down
that
the
I
side of
beat
it.
you and I beat every other 24 fights that I've ever been in against the baddest dudes in the world because of microscopic pictogram. You honestly believe that?
I do.
Good.
I do.
That's what it good.
Dana, I just want to ask one for you, Dana. I know that this hasn't been an ideal situation, but you know, there has been some fan backlash that said, man, the UFC didn't care about the fans making this decision. How would you address those people that said, man, you did us wrong by making this decision?
Yeah, listen, it's not an easy decision to make. You have to, you got to pull the trigger and you got to make moves. You're not going to make everybody happy. You can't make every fan, every fighter. But we gave the fans in Las Vegas the opportunity to get tickets first, and the tickets are cheaper. We had over 3,000 people, buy tickets here that had tickets in Vegas. We did everything we could to make it better. We did what we could do.
So then I wanted to ask you, has there been any compensation that's going to be given to the fighters since they'll have an increased income tax?
Any conversation, what?
Compensation for the increased income tax in California for the other fighters?
Who's going to pay my income tax in California?
And also the increased medical costs?
What?
And the increase for the medicals for California State.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's either that or not fight. Nobody gets paid and nobody does anything. It is what it is. We had to move it. And listen, it's costing everybody more money. It is what it is.
Question for Amanda. You've obviously put on a lot more mass and muscle for this fight. Just what have you done just to test how your body will move differently and react differently?
Training with bigger people in the gym. I always do that. This is my original weight class, 145.
To be honest, I think that question does not mean
In
anything.
Strikeforce was my first fight, was 145. And
I highly doubt Amanda even cut much weight, if any at all.
Again, that was awesome.
And then another one for Alex.
Hey guys, just let us just talk. Let us just talk. Let's show respect.
Alex,
Man, I gotta agree with Cyborg. It's really hard to do this, guys. I love your enthusiasm, but it's hard to do this. I mean, we're men. We're men. Let's be men, and not teenagers.
Alex, this is your third time fighting for the light heavyweight title, and the previous two were close decisions. I know you said you want to finish this fight. What have you done to make sure that this one doesn't go to the judges' scorecards?
It could be. It could be points. It could be a finish. I'm just making sure I'm pushing my body in training, and I'm feeling great.
Be insane those a knockout.
Who has the next question? Go ahead, buddy.
I don't really see that happening, but shit, crazy shit does happen.
So, like you said, there was a lot of people who were impacted by this change. People had to reschedule such things. Did you have a lot of people in close personal friends or family who were impacted directly by this?
Yeah, a couple.
And as mentioned before, this is first time with Charm. What do you feel have been the biggest lessons that you've learned from each title fight? So
I don't know I don't know if this phone's gonna cut off either, because this one's getting pretty toasty.
Dig deeper every time.
And question for John. As you mentioned, it was a pictogram or something or whatever, but it is still legal by the World Anti-Doping Organization as such. What steps have you taken to make sure that there's nothing like this ever happens again? Because it now has been a reoccurring occurrence.
So me, I was no genius and throughout schooling. So I'm learning all these things about pictograms and picograms. See there, exactly. I'm learning as we speak. I'm still learning what this stuff is, and The funniest thing is someone trying to convince me as an undefeated fighter that I'm not confident because of a pictogram. Say it again. What say it again? Pictogram. I think this is so funny that the person who lost is making an excuse of a microscopic chemical that is, instead of just saying John Jones's balls is way bigger than mine, and that's why he beat me. This guy is.
I'm the one not having illegal shit in my body.
This guy.
I say I have balls. You don't have balls, my friend.
This guy has found.
You get illegal shit in your body.
This guy has found a way to justify why he lost. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
We'll see on Saturday. We'll see on Saturday.
It's hilarious. So I've been being
2 more days, guys. 2 more days.
USADA, and now I'm being drug tested by WADA to prove my innocence, right? And so from what I understand, what is found in my body is like taking a grain of salt, or let's say a grain of sugar.
But John, nobody cares about a grain of salt.
And
you have illegal shit in your body, John.
Okay, yes. Okay. You just said your piece. Now, let me explain. Let me answer, please. What a pictogram is? A picogram. Okay, fuck off. Okay, what a picogram is, it's taking a grain of salt and chopping it into 48 million pieces. A grain of salt. Imagine this. Imagine a grain of salt and chopping that into 48 million pieces. That is why I beat Alexander Gustafsson? Are you serious?
To be completely honest with you guys, not like these press conferences not as entertaining as Conor McGregor's press conferences, even though it's more WWE like, but you gotta admit that shit's pretty entertaining.
This is not the truth that you're looking at. 48 million pieces, one piece of salt. And that is why I almost knocked him out in the 4th round?
John, John,
and the craziest thing is that the
we have a
people
fight coming up now on Saturday.
Oh, we're still
have that picogram
we're
in your
here.
body.
Yes, I sure did, and that's why I beat you. That
What's
picogram.
up? What?
I would love to give you 1 picogram back, 1 grain of salt back.
No, thank you. I'm good.
And then let's see what you do with it.
No, I'm good. I have my balls,
You
John.
still would have
I got
been
my
a bitch
balls
in the
here.
championship
It's all good.
rounds with a picogram in your system.
Who has the next question?
Question for Dana over here. Hey, Dana. I've heard you say, and I've heard Jeff Nowitzki say, I've heard Andy Foster say that you guys are 100% sure that this is not a new ingestion, that he didn't re-ingest anything. How do you know that for sure? That's a question for Dana.
Still can't believe he's on ESPN.
I heard you and Jeff
That shit is unreal to me.
as well that
If without even watching ESPN, but still, I'm gonna watching that bullshit.
This is the same metabolite that was in his system back in July of 2017. The question I don't seem to find the answer to is how do you know that?
Because that's what the experts are saying. The experts are telling us. That's what they do. How else would I know? The experts are telling
And
us.
I don't expect you to know, but who are the experts?
Ask Nowitzki. Call Nowitzki and set up an appointment to have an interview with him. He'll tell you.
I can help you with that.
You know, you probably can't, actually. You let Nowitzki answer that question for you.
I would love
Nowitzki's the expert on that. John Jones is calling it a pictogram, for Christ's sake. Okay?
Unfortunately,
I don't think he can answer that question. So talk to Nowitzki.
Okay. He's also said that there's 12 to 14 other cases of this happening.
Yeah, you got to talk to Nowitzki. If you want to talk drugs, talk to Nowitzki.
Okay. Can I just ask John what you wanted to say? John, what did you want to say?
I'm going to take the advice of my boss and have you talk to Jeff.
Now let Nowitzki talk about that.
Okay. A question for Alex. How do you feel about the way this has been handled from your perspective?
Hey, there's no energy things up there. I noticed that. There's no energy. No monster energy drinks for people to throw at each other.
The fans, I feel for all the fighters' family members coming in and friends. That's all. But for myself, I'm flexible. I'm at the fight, and I'm happy we have a fight. You know, it doesn't matter if it's on Rocky Field or whatever. I'm gonna beat him anyway on Saturday night.
Is he mirror? Doesn't matter. It looks pretty cute this today.
Same thing. You say the same. You say the same shit every interview. I'm in the best shape of my life.
You're not, John.
I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready. I'm in the best shape of my life. You say the same dry ass shit every fight.
And you're not,
Shut
John.
the fuck up.
And you're not. And you're not.
You said the same shit before you got knocked out in front of your whole country. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, John. Okay.
Who has the next question?
I just have one more for Alex. Alex, do you have any problems dealing with USADA? Daniel Cormier has said he doesn't want to deal with USADA anymore. Do you have any problems now dealing with USADA after this? Do you have any issues working with USADA after this incident? Do you have any problems working with them going forward?
No, I don't. But what choice do I have?
Well, okay. Nothing?
No, it's all good. They can come whenever they want.
Who has the next question? Go ahead.
For John over here to your right, you and the UFC have had a rocky path, times a rocky relationship. Were you surprised that they did this? They uprooted the entire event from Las Vegas, brought it to LA. Were you surprised they went out of their way to do that?
It's a hard question to answer, honestly. I think through science.
I find this a boring live stream for me. You know?
I passed the polygraph test. With pretty much the FBI, which means if I was lying, I go to jail for perjury. I passed the polygraph test, saying that I've never intentionally taken anything illegal to enhance myself. And now that science is starting to show itself, you will realize that, I mean, half the people that are judging me haven't opened a chemistry book since high school. And so, I mean, it's true. It's so true. And so people are ignoring the fact that a picogram, people are ignoring the fact this shit is so small that it almost should have never been brought up. It's so small. It's such a small amount. It has no effect. And I think a lot of the professionals.
It's insane to think that UFC is older than me.
Are realizing, dude, John has actually been. He's kind of like a guinea pig in this situation, almost wronged in this situation, even though it was in me. I think this is a way of fixing it wrong and making it right again by not canceling this fight and keeping the fight on ultimately for the fans, because this could have been canceled. And so even though a lot of fans got hurt in this situation, we saved the event. Look at all the people that got to be here, all the people that are planning on ordering the fight around the world. So yeah, and like Dana said, the organization is doing everything they can to make it right. You know, giving discounts and comping families and doing all types of stuff. So changing the event instead of canceling an event, I feel is the way of kind of wronging, making this right.
And then just for Dana, Jeff Novitzky was on Joe Rogan's podcast earlier today, and he said the first time that USADA found an adverse finding in John's drug test results was actually in August, and then again in September.
Interesting.
To go to the commission maybe earlier to get that cleared up and say, hey, this is what we have. Maybe go to them earlier rather than waiting for December to tell them.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to talk to Novitzky about that. I don't know exactly what the timeline was when those guys were dealing with that stuff with USADA, but he has all that information. You can talk to him about that. But at the time, when it came down to us dealing with it, there wasn't time to handle it. No.
Did you even know about it before then? Because they said Jeff said it was in August. Did you even know?
Yeah, no.
And then just one last thing, Dana. The finances as far as moving the entire event from Vegas to here. How much is that cost you guys on the front
end?
About
$6 million. Yeah.
And then does that get offset by pay-per-view at least? I mean,
that's a lot of money. $6 million?
By the pay-per-view revenue by keeping John.
You don't know. I mean, pay-per-view is always a crapshoot. You don't know how that's going to go. So this was the right thing to do. At the end of the day, USADA's not going to put their reputation and their business on the line for one fight or one guy. We would never put anything on the line for one fight or one guy. We could have canceled this fight, moved it to March, until he had time to go through the Nevada State Athletic Commission stuff. Could have done the fight in March and just did this in Vegas. This was the right thing to do. California was already very intimately involved in his situation. They knew everything. It was easy to get done, and the venue was available. So we moved it. We're here. This is how we work, man. This is what we do. So that's it.
Jenna,
Yep.
UFC 233 was scheduled to take place here in California. UFC 233, right?
Yeah.
Was canceled. Did you ever think
Wasn't
about?
canceled. It was moved. But okay.
Did you think about moving John Jones?
Fake news.
Whoa, it was moved. You guys are acting like we're talking shit to each other or something. Okay, that event was moved, and what's the question?
Did you think about moving John Jones against Gustafsson to UFC 233 and maybe keep the?
Well, we could have moved it anywhere. We could have moved this fight anywhere, but the reality is that this guy flew in from Sweden. He trained. He's been off for a year and a half. He went through a full camp. Both guys are healthy. Both guys should fight. If we could make the fight happen, we were gonna. We called California. They understood his situation. Like I said, they were very involved in it. There was a venue available, so we did it. It's really that simple.
So what about UFC 233? When it's gonna?
I mean, we could have done this fight in March. We could have done it when we were talking about coming in. We could have done it on any card coming up.
Okay. My next question is for Cyborg. I'm gonna ask in Portuguese to Cyborg, please.
Yeah.
Chris.
So I got some other shit to do. So I'll keep it going to like 25 minutes.
Teve muita questão de você for provocações, enfim, declarações de pessoas do UFC. Quanto tempo demorou para que você desse essa volta por cima? Quando você sentiu que deu essa volta por cima? E como é a sua situação hoje, você fazendo a primeira super luta da história contra a Amanda, feminina do UFC?
Portuguese.
Eu nunca escutei, nunca dei a
Speaking about Brazil, I was watching this video about this chick that has a really fat ass. Like they was talking about her having the biggest ass in Brazil or some shit. It was insane. I was on that type of YouTube bullshit.
Fazendo meu trabalho e com certeza isso fez com que eu chegasse onde eu tô agora. E eu acho que mostrando isso para eles e conquistando cada vez eles, porque na verdade muitas pessoas me julgavam apenas o que estava escrito na mídia, apenas o que a minha rival ficava falando de mim. Mas quando as pessoas começaram a conhecer quem é mesmo a Chris Borg, eles começaram a ser fã, começaram a me seguir. Isso que é mais importante e dava mais valor para mim. Hey guys, I'm sorry.
Hi, over here. I'm going to start with a couple of questions to John. How come this is the third time we're actually taking focus from the fighters and the fights and talking about what you have in your body, whether it's a picogram or a pictogram? Why have you tested now positive?
Next question, please. Thank you.
All right. Dana White, tell me, why are we still having this guy here instead of seeing a 2-year suspension like Frank Mir?
Why are we still what? What's the question? Hold on. Hold on.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
I want to take the mic from her. Better questions. Better journalism.
I don't understand what your question is.
Is there a word there? Better journalism. Better journalism. You suck. Better journalism.
Hold on. Let me talk. What's the question?
What's the reason for John Jones having a picogram in his body?
That's been the topic of this entire. I told you, like I told Ariel, talk to Jeff Nowitzki about that. If you want to know the science of what's going on, talk to him.
All right, Alexander.
I feel like they're just acting the same bullshit.
The focus is on this instead of the big fight coming up.
I feel like the whole like 20-minute live stream that I've been live streaming and them, all everyone's talking about is fucking Jones testing positive for that small amount of whatever he had in his system. I'm gonna make a similar video about that bullshit.
We're here now. The fair fight is happening, and I'm happy for that. And I've never been this ready
But anyways, guys,
Let's go. Let's do it.
got some other shit to do.
Last question.
Figure out put something on my channel.
Yeah.
I can see you don't have that energy in your face. Are you